guys, I have my Kentucky Common on tap, so I wanted to show you guys what it looks like and give you some tasting notes for it. As you can see, I'm not getting great head. I actually don't know why. I'm gonna make some artificial head, give you an idea. Okay, so my head on this beer is not great. I'm actually wondering if it's because I bottled and canned a ton yesterday, so my CO2 levels have been kind of like weird because when I fill my cans, I usually do it at around 5 psi. So I might have just bled the keg to the point where it's just not pouring hard enough to create a head. It's pouring like you want it to when you bottle it. But it looks nice. The first beer I actually pulled off that tap, which I cut out, was pretty yeasty. I have this problem where if I let a beer sit for like a day, I get a glass full of yeast. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm over pitching or if I'm just like I need to start using gelatin all the time or whatever. I don't know. I'm doing the floating dip tube thing now to see if that helps. But let's talk about this beer. So I'm getting like it's like an amber red. Oh, also, don't know if you noticed, I got a new camera. So you can actually see what it looks like and my colors aren't all messed up. But I want to show you guys the color of this. I guess I can just do it with my phone. I don't think I have a flashlight in here. All right, let's phone flashlight it. So I don't know if you can see that really, but it's pretty reddish beer. And you know, that comes from the roasted malts, the caramel malts. It's the Caramel 60 and the Carafa 3. Aroma, so this batch actually is a lot more estery than they typically are. Usually it's a pretty clean beer, and that's how I like it. I do not like esters. Can't stand them. I've actually moved away from Belgian beers a lot because of the ester profile of them. So I actually had a conversation about this beer at this homebrew festival that I stewarded, and I talked to a judge and who's also a really great brewer about this beer in particular. I actually took a couple cans and I entered them. They didn't win anything. This isn't a good batch. But he suggested that because we're mixing yeasts, so we're doing the American ale yeast and the San Francisco lager yeast, that one of the yeast could be taking over and then stressing the other yeast. So our solution, which I'm going to do the next time, is to just use the San Francisco lager yeast. And I think I might also drop my temperature a little bit. I've been noticing with the thermowell that's in my Chronicle now that my beers are around, I would say 5 to 6 degrees warmer than the room is. So not ideal when you're trying to fight the esters and yeast and keep your yeast all happy and snug and not stressed out. So, you know, it's all a learning experience. This is probably my least favorite batch of this I've made. And it's also the third generation of these that I'd been using. So I think they probably were less like equal, as it was probably more the American ale yeast was taking over because it was fresh and the San Francisco lager was like a little older. So I'm just going to pitch fresh San Francisco lager yeast next time and see how it goes. And I'll let you guys know if it changes anything. I really hope it does. Anyway, estery smell. If you get past that, you can pick up some like of the roasted malt. And it's just like a very sweet smell. You get no hops at all. I mean, there's like almost none in here anyway. Maybe a little corny. I don't know. I just like to say something's corny. Okay, anyway, let's drink it. I mean, it still tastes good. The esters don't really come through in the taste of it. It's more the smell, but you know, smell is like what, 70% of taste or whatever they say. So the taste, it's First, let's talk about the mouthfeel. This is a very like watery beer. It's very refreshing, perfect for summer. It's not thick at all. It's not heavy at all. The corn really, really, really lightens up the body. I would say it's the same like mouthfeel as a Budweiser, regular Budweiser, not Bud Light. And the taste you get some of the roasty. It's very malt forward, a little grainy. You do get some of the hop bitterness in the flavor. No hop aroma at all. It's like all bittering hops. It seems like. What's overall? I'm trying to learn my beer judge certification stuff now that I actually participate or like helped out with one. It's like such a long day. You start at early in the morning and you go till the afternoon, and it's like if you are actually judging, I wasn't even judging, so I wasn't drinking like until the afternoon, but those judges, like they have to try like my group that I was helping out did 11 beers, so think about that at 9 o'clock in the morning. And yeah. So this one isn't super clear. I might want to find it with gelatin. I think the yeast is also affecting the clarity this time around. It's usually a little bit clearer. The color's still really nice. It doesn't look like it got oxidized, which is great because you get the nice red hues. And yeah, it's a good beer. If you do end up making it after you see this video, see how you like it. Like, if you want to do like a brewlosophy thing, like split a batch and try with both yeasts. Yeah, I'm definitely going to try the San Francisco lager. I'm always a little hesitant with doing lager yeast by themselves because I don't have any way to lager unless I clear out my kegerator, which isn't going to happen. Well, I hope this review helps some of you who have made it and want to see or are thinking about making it and want to see what it's supposed to be. I know I had never tried this beer before I brewed it, it's kind of my MO now. I love to go through the guidelines and just pick a random style that I've never tried and try to make it and see if I like it, just to see if I can expand my beer horizons a little bit. Thanks so much for watching. Like and subscribe. A little spicy. Yeah, that smells like the end of a keg. Oh, it just settled. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go grab a can from the fridge.